But welcome all to Tully Television. Bart here, and I want to take this time to thank all of you who have been stopping by and liking, sharing, commenting, all of that beautiful YouTube stuff. I hope that we've been able to entertain you here over the last couple of years. We are soon approaching the completion of our third year here at Tully Television, and we've, believe it or not, have come up with like a ton of videos. Um, some have done really well, some have done good. Others always room for improvement. You know what I mean? Just trying to always figure out what it is, a good combination between what you guys want to see, what's popping in the population, what I kind of want to share with you guys that I've come across over the years. So I just again really want to thank everyone for coming by. Again, we still try to do these Monday night streams pretty consistent, at least weekly at 7 p.m. Eastern, at least, even if it's for a little bit. Tonight is going to have to be another shorter one for the time being because um, it's just been a long day and I have to do something in a little while. Uh, so, that's why it's not going to be too long today, maybe about a half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. I just want to talk about a couple things tonight and just because of the time constraints. But yeah, I just still again wanted to thank everyone. I wanted to, ask if I have not yet earned your subscription, if you can hit the red subscribe bar down below. I hope that you can give this video a like. We have, like I said, a ton of videos, comic books, TV shows, movies, older movies, couple of musical spotlights, wrestling stuff. Um, Speaking of wrestling, as you guys know, I uh, the Royal Rumble was out the other day. I did a predictions video and a results video for that. I uploaded that today, the results. But it got me thinking still, because I had tried a few attempts at making that video and I was having storage problems. And so I kind of just by the third, fourth attempt, I kind of just wanted to get through it. And knowing I was doing the stream tonight, I had a little bit more time, knowing that I can talk about some of the nitpicks I had about the pay per view or premium live event, if you will. The men's match, the men's Royal Rumble match, I thought was really an excellent match. Uh, that's really a highlight, a lot, match full of highlights. The women's Royal Rumble match could have done a little bit better, but still the winner I wanted, exciting. And the Roman Reigns Kevin Owens match, of course, was excellent writing so far and everything. But I'd have to say that out of the two matches that were on there left, the Alexa Bliss Bianca Belair match. That was an okay match. It was like I had said in the review, run of the mill match. A little above average. Both great workers. Just the story. It wasn't geared towards a real rivalry, so to speak. It was more for a setup for Alexa Bliss to do one step closer to getting to Bray Wyatt and and rekindling that storyline and in a way that's if fine if that's what you want to do, but it kind of irritates me because you kind of wasted a spot someone else could have did, and you could have had Alexa Bliss go against someone else even, and I don't know, not waste the title match. If you were going to have Alexa Bliss just see spooky messages after a loss, then you could have just had her face off against someone else, and then maybe have the SmackDown Women's title defended on on Royal Rumble. You could have done a Sonya Deville, Charlotte again on that one. Uh, yeah, I just didn't see the need for the match, but again, it's nothing against the two workers there. Big fan of Bianca Belair. Big fan of Lex Bliss. Just a little disappointed with the match and the setup, and uh, but I'm happy that Bianca still retained. But the one match, man, the one match, the one match I was really looking forward to the whole night was the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match, and not because of Mountain Dew. It was really just to see what this match was going to pay off to be and how they were going to execute that idea. And to be honest, during this last few weeks, I've gotten to better see LA Knight as a character. I have become a fan of his over the last few weeks going against Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, I am always a fan of his. Uh, I'll the joke I made in the video I made for the review I'll make here. I pull up my pants and do the Muscle Man dance, and yeah, I like really Bray Wyatt a lot. I've liked his characters, but I am really starting to understand. And yes, again, I'll go into the knowing that wrestling is goofy. Wrestling is not real and all this other stuff, right? We all get that, but watching this match really was, it just wasn't executed well. Uh, you kind of get your own karma for what happened in this match because of selling out. And to Mountain Dew, man, to Mountain Dew. But um, what really, I don't know why they would call it a pitch black match because it was mainly neon colors, fluorescent colors being seen under black light and neon light. At one point near the end of the match, when LA Knight was hitting Bray Wyatt with that neon kendo stick, and he got hit with the Sister Abigail out of nowhere, it really was again off putting. It kind of was just like, oh, okay, the match is over. And you realize that Uncle Howdy or whatever didn't come out. You noticed when Bray Wyatt was walking down the aisle, the Firefly characters, some of them were in the aisle when he was walking down. So I was really curious on why that didn't. None of that transpired to anything until we see Bray Wyatt put on another mask, which is, I don't know why you would need to put on a secondary mask for this part of the segment, for this part of the match, but he does. He kind of does a Jason Voorhees walk towards LA Knight, who keeps hitting him, but Bray Wyatt is no selling it until we get to the back area where Uncle Howdy tries again to do elbow drop or whatever and totally completely misses him. It just was so disappointing, and Bray Wyatt after the match said he was satisfied with what happened, but of course he doesn't want to have his and LA Knight's work be laughed out any more than it is at the moment. But yeah, it was just really a bad match, poorly executed near the end, and it really just exposes the the goofiness of everything with wrestling. And I guess if you want to play goofy games, you get goofy prizes. I'm sorry, my throat's been dry. Doing some lemon water here. It's so delicious, actually. Uh, but yeah, that Bray Wyatt match, I'm starting to truly understand why people are having a difficult time being a fan of his at the moment, because it's always this type of goofiness in these matches that are hard for people to come back from or want to invest in the next one, because it's always the next one is more goofier than the last one. And at what point does it stop? I heard someone bring up a good point where most people were saying that back early on it was Vince stopping all of this because he didn't get Bray Wyatt's vision, but now with Vince supposedly, quote unquote, not in charge of creative anymore, and Triple H giving him the go around, um, is it that still they don't understand the vision, or he's just not explaining it right, or because this was not a very subpar match. Yeah, it's just a shame. It's a shame. I hate saying that about Bray Wyatt's matches, because most of the times I really try to like his stuff, but lately it's really been more hard to defend some of the things that he does, or some of the stories that come out of this that are just a little harder to explain or make sense or anything. But I'll still cheer for the man. I like him personally. I think he is a very creative man and a very. He's a decent wrestler. He's good for a chunky guy. He flies around and is flexible and stuff. But I know that it's gonna be hard a little bit to come back from this one. And maybe they should just really never ever do anything like that again. But when the call for the almighty dollar bill, y'all come in, forget about it. The other thing I want to talk about before I probably wrap up the night, um, is The Last of Us television show. I had got done watching episode 3 this morning, at the time of this recording. It's the current episode out. And I'd have to say, I'm gonna make a separate review video for that episode, but I want to just touch on it a little bit where I really liked this episode because it shows characters progression that we meet for the first time in this series, and it was really a sweet story. It basically was. I was thinking about calling it a filler episode because we see Joel and Elle only for the first few moments of the episode, and then the last few moments of the at the end of the episode. But you can't even call it a filler episode because it had characters in it we didn't even meet yet. Usually with filler episodes, at least follow some sort of B or C list characters that the show had. For instance, for Family Matters, initially Urkel was a B character until he gained such notoriety and popularity that his character became an A list character on the show. Um, just things like that. If you always know who the B players are. For different strokes, is Gary Coleman. He was the A star. People want to see him do the show more than anything else. It wasn't until the show started where Dana Plato and Todd Bridges started becoming popular, but I think Gary Coleman was the first one to really blow up in popularity around that time. But I digress. And we are introduced to a character and his growth in just this one episode was amazing. I don't usually get too emotional during television or movie showings too much, but today when I was watching that episode 3 of The Last of Us, I really, I tell you, man, that it just felt what an episode! What an episode! That's all I really have to say. Oh, what a world! What a world we live in! What a world! But I'm trying to think of some other stuff. Ant-Man and Wasp is coming up soon. That's in a few weeks. Um, Valentine's Day cut is coming up, so I may do a retro blast love movie for that. I'm trying to think of what I should do in regards to that. Should I do something like last year or maybe the year before or something like that? I did The Notebook around this time. Um, I can always do True Romance with Christian Slater. Uh, I can do something like old school. Let me see. I'll think about it. I'll put it up on the community tab actually, and give options on a retro blast or something like that. We still have comic book series we can go over. I'm almost done with the Way of X limited series review. I think I'll be doing issue 4 of that soon, and then it's just issue 5. There's a follow up special after that called Onslaught Revelations that I'll do as a follow up to that limited series. Then probably get into Legion of X. The X Men have some stuff coming up, but so many titles. I'm not. I probably won't collect everything. But being I've been collecting and following Legion and Nightcrawler, I'll probably follow the series that is coming up. It seems maybe Legion of X will end maybe soon or not. I don't know, but it seems like a series coming out called Sons of X, in which it deals with David Haller and Nightcrawler being kidnapped by Orcus, a group much like the Friends of Humanity. They dislike mutants pretty bad. The X Men universe has been getting nuts. There's another story out called Sins of Sinister. That seems pretty interesting. I was thinking about getting that because it seems like Nightcrawler will be involved in that too. So I want to I definitely want to check that out. And oh, dude, I seen the trailer for Cocaine Bear today. I thought that was looking pretty awesome, Cocaine Bear. Oh boy, I'm surprised that movie even got greenlit. The and it's a real premise. It's really about a bear that was found um Minecrafted, and he winded up just eating the whole thing, uh, like a whole a luggage bag full of cocaine, and he wound up dying over that. It's crazy. So that movie looks pretty gnarly. But other than that, there hasn't been much. Like I said, going on. I've been just trying to keep up with doing videos here for Tully Television. I think I'm gonna wrap it up in a few minutes here. I just wanted to just get some of my last minute thoughts about the Royal Rumble matches and my thoughts um, on that Bray Wyatt match. I wanted to let you guys know some of the stuff that we have coming up. Um, yeah, so the Way of X, finishing that up, looking to do Retro Blast around the time of St. Valentine's Day. And I want to take one last moment here before I go and sign off. Because again, it's been a long day and I still got a couple of things to do after this still. But one of the last things I want to say before I head out is that um, if you have any loved ones you haven't talked to lately, I ask of you humbly to go and reach out to those people and try to reconnect with them. Sometimes it will be too late, and there's nothing else worse than feeling like you didn't try your best for reconnecting with people, so to speak. I understand the concept of how long, how many tries, right? I get it. I get it. But what's one more? What's one more? That's all I'll just say to that. Because sometimes when you really think you have more time, you don't. And I just wanted to at least say that to you guys watching. And I wanted to also say that we don't self love ourselves as much as we should. And that's a shame. And if you've been feeling down, if you've been feeling out of sorts and you're not sure why, there's no harm in reaching out for help, looking for a therapist. There's a lot of apps out there that you can do it anonymously. There's facilities in your town that you can call up and see if your insurance will accept these people as a licensed mental clinician to help you uh, make you feel better, help you feel better, give you coping mechanisms and such to make you realize that you too are worth a wonderful life, and not just people out there that got fancy things or whatever deserve happiness. You do as well. And I know it's hard to remember that sometimes when you're going through some tough days, but like our favorite phrase around here at Tully Television is it's always darkest before the dawn. And I really feel like when you think that there's no more hope, no more chance for anything, that you are only just beginning the journey, and just try to keep that in mind is all. Um, but yeah, that's it from here, from Tully Television, from me, Bart. I want to thank everyone again for just being great here. Just trying to build a great community. I really enjoy the interaction I have with you guys. It means so much to me to uh, again bring entertainment into people's lives. That's all I've ever really wanted to do. Uh, Ever since I was young, whether it be through writing, I've over the years, since I've been sick with the cancer as a teenager, I've written on and off. People have really been touched by some of the words I've written. I have not had anything published other than cookbooks on Amazon. So maybe one day I'll leave a link of that in the description box. But I've always had a dream and a desire to write comic books, TV shows, movies, and I feel like if given the time and opportunity, I can prove myself in nearly anything I set my mind to, and I want you guys to feel the same way about yourselves. We spend too long doubting ourselves and not worrying about the great possibilities that await us at every turn, at every waking moment. So I just want us to always remember that we're in this together. Here at Tully Television, I want us to all be a family and root for each other and be there for each other. And I hope that we can accomplish that one day. But that's it, guys. I just again want to say thank you. I hope that you can subscribe down below. You hit that beautiful like button. You share. You should just share it all over the place, okay? You just share it. And then you come back, you give old Stone Cold a kiss. But yeah, guys, thank you again. For with much love. Until next time, peace, Nookums.